everyone, I hope you're all doing well. My name is Alyssa Enriquez, and today I'm going to be talking to all of you about different gender messages conveyed by the media, trends, and even stereotypes that I saw while analyzing 4 different magazines. These magazines were Cosmopolitan, Men's Health, and then the digital versions of InStyle and Men's Health that we were provided. So I wanted to start this off by getting into what I saw while viewing the women's magazines. And there's 5 points I want to get into, which are ideal body type, maintaining youthful and perfect skin and hair, makeup ads, maintaining good hygiene, and then the diet that women are expected to follow. So as for body type, there were 7 out of 20 ads on my Padlet that showed full body images of women, all of which were thin. They're all skinny. This is especially seen in the Uni, DKNY, and Fantasy Lingerie ad. The Uni ad is supposed to work to uplift a woman's natural beauty, and that's really hard to do when the ad contains no body type diversity, barely any skin color diversity, and they're obviously photoshopped. The DKNY is a fashion advertisement, and as already expected, all the women are thin, and that really shows that our model industry, our fashion industry, expects women to maintain a low, skinny weight. And then the Fantasy Lingerie ad also shows a thin woman in her undergarments, and I believe that her body is being sexualized because of the way she's posing, what she's wearing. The ad says that it's look good, feel good, but I don't think that's the true message of the ad. I believe it's kind of emphasizing that ideal body type. And this really shows, all these ads show that society holds women to a standard that they should maintain a specific body type in order to be beautiful in the eyes of other people. So now let's get into the youthful skin and hair. So 15 out of the 20 ads showed pictures of women, at least their face, maybe including their body. But in all these ads, the women had perfect skin, perfect hair, everything. And I wanted to talk about the Pond's anti-aging ad. And this ad is essentially saying, if you use our product, you're going to look exactly like the woman in this picture. And it's a close-up image of a woman with absolutely no imperfections. And this kind of tells us what society thinks women should be doing to themselves to kind of maintain themselves and groom themselves. They expect women to use all of these products in order to maintain their youth and to avoid, having any wrinkles, any blemishes, any pores, anything like that. And again, it's really unrealistic because they're showing pictures of these women on these ads that other women are being held up to, but these images are heavily photoshopped, they're edited. And yeah, it's just not realistic, and it's a standard that women are put up to. So then for the makeup ads, there were 5 out of 20 having to do with makeup, and something that was really emphasized in, I want to say 3 out of the 5 of these ads, were natural makeup. So women are expected to use these products to enhance their natural features and add more pizzazz to their face and be more confident. But at the same time, they're expected to look natural while wearing this makeup. So, you don't want to put on too much makeup or you're trying too hard. You don't want to wear no makeup if you're not trying hard enough. And one phrase that really gets me is the maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. And that really enforces that society expects our makeup to be very natural looking, like as if we're not even wearing any, like it's already part of our skin. And again, it's just unrealistic to have that kind of skin, and it's very unfair to hold women to the standard where if they put on too much makeup, they're naturally ugly, or if they don't wear makeup, they're not trying to be pretty. So there's that. And then we get into the good hygiene, these ads, there were 3 out of 20 that were about good hygiene, and I believe that women are expected to take extra good care of ourselves. So even though we're already expected to be clean and all of that, we're also expected to, smell good, shave, all that kind of stuff. And specifically the Chic and the deodorant ads. So women are expected to use these products in order to kind of maintain the status that they are well groomed and that they take care of themselves. Like, body hair is a natural thing, but of course women are expected to shave it off while men can keep theirs, because it's not feminine to have body hair, so they're expected to shave it off. And then I want to talk about how only 1 out of the 20 ads in my Padlet were of food. So this kind of shows that women aren't really expected to eat all these proteins and high fat, high whatever foods that men are, women are expected to eat low-fat foods, which is shown in the one food ad that I added, which was for a low-fat rice yogurt or something like that, I believe. And this really shows that women are, again, expected to live their life a certain way and maintain certain things in order to look the way that society expects them to look. Okay, so now I want to get into 5 points that I found while analyzing the men's magazines, and these points are the importance of men grooming themselves, the importance of exercise, playing sports, cars and responsibility, and then the consumption of protein. So for the first one, I only added one ad onto my whole Padlet that was about men grooming themselves, and it was a shaving cream ad. I believe that this ad kind of emphasizes the importance of men cleaning up their natural face hair so that it's very sharp, nice looking, so that they can both be attractive to society and proper or professional in a work setting. And then I wanted to get into the importance of exercise. So 4 out of the 20 ads had to do directly with exercise, while 8 out of the 20 ads showed people exercising, kind of indirectly implying its importance. And I wanted to specifically talk about the Con Body advertisement. I believe it showed around 4 or 5 men in the picture, and they were all very muscular, they were all very lean, but they were like big and macho. And I think that this really implies the fact that men are expected to have a very specific body type in order to be masculine and fulfill their role as a male in society. Because, you know, men are expected to build things, men are expected to fix things and lift things and hold things up, so they're expected to have these big bodies from exercising and all of that. Again, I don't think this is a very realistic standard to hold men up to, because, you know, not all men look like this, not all men can look like this, and it's a lot of time and dedication to be able to build your muscle to that extent that they're showing in all of these different ads. So then I wanted to get into sports. 5 out of 20 of the ads showed men doing sports. I believe 2 or 3 of them featured basketball. They featured a professional basketball player, Klay Thompson, in one of them. And I think that this kind of implies that men are expected to go out, be competitive, play sports, practice all day, become sore, and win these things, you know, be competitive. So I really think that society is kind of implying that men are expected to do this, which they kind of are, so yeah. Men are definitely expected to be a lot more active and be macho, because it is definitely a masculinity thing. So now for the car and responsibility. There were 3 ads on my Padlet that had to do with vehicles or insurance, and then one that had to do with Zillow. And for the cars, I think that this definitely implies that men are expected to desire these big vehicles in order to be masculine. But I also believe that it kind of implies that men are expected to be the head of the family, that they are expected to have these big vehicles to fit their family and to get the insurance. And then there was the ad for Zillow implying that they're expected to buy a house for a family, pay for a house for a family, that kind of thing. So I definitely think that these kinds of ads in these magazines are kind of enforcing that gender role that men are supposed to be the leader of a family. So now I want to get into the importance of protein in a man's diet. So 4 out of 20 of the ads on my Padlet for men were targeted towards a high protein diet. There were 2 for pistachios, 2 for protein, 1 for pistachios, and then 1 for chicken. And I believe that men are definitely enforced to eat this high protein diet, again, in order to build their muscles and look macho and masculine like society wants them to look. There were various ads of men with big muscles holding the protein thing, and then there was the pistachio ad that had like high protein diets, what you need or whatever. And it definitely implies that men are expected to build muscle by eating these things and using these supplements, and that men are just expected to be very macho and masculine. But yeah, that's about all I have. I definitely think that all these ads kind of center around America's standard of beauty, being thin, being lean, being macho, using makeup to be beautiful, all of that. And I really hope that eventually our ads and our advertisements can kind of steer away from the gender norms that they keep falling under, and that we can all become more aware of the real problem going on here. And I hope you all enjoyed my presentation.